ball's incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to throw here on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
This is a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Fourth down coming up.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able...
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Dialing up a second down pass play. It's caught. And the Buckeyes have enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Buckeyes have it with a first and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This offense has a second down play.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
Skips away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Got it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, I know you're excited on these screenplays if you're a running back because you want to get the ball in your hand and you're so anxious and eager to turn around and get upfield, but first things first, you got to catch the ball.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That's a fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 30. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
29 Philly.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half.
On the set.
Line gets set, 1st down.
Pound 55 weak. Squirrel, squirrel. Flip.
Quarterback checking the play.
Gaucho. Ready.
Wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Ready.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gorilla.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
On the
The
double.
Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set. Ready.
They're going to throw it again. Uncorks it. And the pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just
going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds. You can live to play another day here on this drive.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He's looking to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Off play action. Quick strike complete. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Little over-anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And it's no good. He missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On second down, he'll fire. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Fly sweep coming. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going and getting the speedster on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Purdue, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left, and it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Fox. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Ohio State 31, Purdue 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun, the ground game. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
I think when you...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Check, check. Convoy.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal.
Valley starter. Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Ready up.
2nd and goal coming up.
Easy. Dino. Ankle.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now on second down. They give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Looking for more room. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end, as they'll take the unvictory formation. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3